Alright all, welcome back to another Pilferpup live art stream here on YouTube. So episode 557. Awesome. Today instead of animating, which we could do if you guys really want to, we're going to just draw some character art of some friends and of you guys and just have a good time. So enjoy. I'm going to play some music and let some people know. Let's get right into it. Yeah. It's like Pilferpup is cancelled. Welcome, Vanaheim crashes a spaceship. Oof. Oof. My street has gotten heckin' crashed. How are you doing, friend? Wow, you guys came in so fast. Like a wrecking ball. Yay! Thanks for the likes, guys. I appreciate it. Oh, let me move mine. You asked me this last time. Yeah, I have not watched it, but I know of the characters. I actually didn't really have a big cartoon phase, to be honest. I have nothing against cartoons. I just never really caught on to them. Use several hand shuriken all at once to break down the front door. Ooh, that's fun. Ching, 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 ching. They wrap around it and then it breaks open. Whee! There's that nice storyboard. Let's get some character art going. Let's do this. Duplicate. Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay. I want to redo a couple of these in just silhouette first, and then we'll come back to it. Probably looks really good here, I think. Hooray! Maybe this time we could do critique hour without a million mistakes happening, right? Yes, word pencil. So, like I said, start with some silhouette first. What is the story I want to tell with this character? Because I draw him the same way every time, right? So maybe he's sitting, right, eating some iced cream. People like damaging the chair. Apparently, people like damaging my room. That's what it seems like. Give me that spoon. Maybe he's got a little cup on this table that has the ice cream in it, or the treat. And he's sitting in this chair. I guess he'd be happy about it, so his tail would be up. And he'd be sitting on this chair right here. It's like a little stool. It's like a high table, right? And then maybe there's another character over here also enjoying it. I wonder who this is. Literally the only two characters I ever draw. Wow. But her head's giant here. There we go. Make it more. Why is she sitting so far away? Maybe that's just how she sits. It's gotta have this thing for their feet to be on, right? So I'll be on the same. I guess it would be back a little bit further because of the horizon, right? Yeah, and we'll fill that bad boy in. Get silhouetted. Soak, let's go on in here. Soak, yeah, Pilf, I invited all my server friends. Oh, thank you, I appreciate that. Very kind of you. Now I have a very readable silhouette of like a situation, right? There's clearly like a table, the two characters sitting, and then the stools. And then we have something here that's probably like a treat because you can see the way the arms are. And then that's just like the basest concept of it. And then we could go in and refine it with maybe like a background, right? We just got to decide what degree we want this to take over. People, oh, so what are you doing? I had to step away real quick. I'm just drawing, friend. So this is the friend Pilfer. Hello, that is really good at art and teaching art stuff. Yeah, I like to think that I'm getting pretty decent at that. Thank you very much, Loki. I appreciate that. I'm a little sniffly sick. I apologize. Still from literally last weekend. I had a really good day today. I went out and got sushi with a friend. We hung out. We went to a comic book store. I bought a new manga. A manga. Oh yeah, so there's this thing I was watching in this video where they talked about using a new technique that I want to try. Because this is a technique that I wanted to do to begin with. Go take my Charybdis. Yeah, of course, Vanaheim. I would love to. Ooh, Soak, do you do art? I would love to see some of your art, friend. But the technique was, you have this back plane, right? Right here. Let's say this square. And then that square comes outwards, right? In this like cube. And then from there, you kind of draw like a distance for it. Right? Like this. And what you're doing is you're creating depth and this scenery, right? And so now you have this kind of, I mean, I could have done that better. I apologize. I guess this can come out like there instead. You have this scenery. Oh, jeez. It doesn't need to be perfect, really. I don't know why I'm like stressing. Why are you stressing, pup? Wow. It doesn't need to be exact. But now you have this idea of like depth for your piece, and this will be the canvas border here, right here. And so now I want to take this and make it kind of not Dutch angle, but make it maybe like a widescreen, right? Kind of want to be more that way too. Maybe move this over a little bit. Oh geez, Rick. Okay, maybe not like that, but I would like it to be at least smaller, like that. And then I'm just gonna make this come out more on this side. There we go. Put this over here. There we go. That's better. That's a little bit more evened out, I think. But yeah, so now when I draw stuff, Sir Gentle Demon, welcome to the stream. It's a pleasure. No, I no lie. Why? You lie! Yeah, I do art, but it's not that good. I'm sure it's really good, friend. I would love to see some. You have lied! Que bonito! I know what that means. It's true, though my art is bad. I would love to see it regardless, and there's always something to learn. There's no such thing as bad art. Who is the Sir Gentle Demon? I don't know. But now we have these silhouettes of these characters, right? And if this is this depth field that we created, if this is a location, now I want to create a scenario within that location that these characters can sit in, right? Let's say to what degree we want this frame to have them. It's a pretty big deal, but it's a story about these characters eating ice cream, and it's a close-up, or do we want it to be like further away, where it's more about the location and they're in it? Set in your Arduino. Oh, thank you very much. I really appreciate that, friend, and I thank you for translating. So now we could do that. Let's say that they're majorly more about like the location, but there's an importance to these characters being in it. So now we have this location with them, and then we could even say that like this location extends further than this scene. This will just be the farthest point right here that we're looking at, and let's say it's like a window, right? So we'll frame them in a window, like maybe here, right? And so it'll be a close-up, and because it's not fully backwards, it's like over here, that means that there could be more that goes on like in the distance this way. So if we use perspective to dictate where that distance is, probably like right over here. Acuerdo. Mucho acuerdo, I think. Oof. Oof. And the picture comes to a maximum of this spot here. Yes, yo Justy, how you doing, boy? I'm well, thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, and so because of that, you can have, let's say, like, we'll say that this, yeah, because it's based off of this ground plane, right? So I need to use, what's the line? You know what? No, I don't want to do that. Okay, we're gonna go back a sec. And do, let's say, like this. Yeah, that's not bad. Duplicate. And let's say it's like to here, right? Turn that this way. Okay, it'll be like right there. So this is the perspective grid, right? This is like the horizon line right here. That means that everything above this we have to look up at, and everything below it we have to look down at. What level of completion do the arts need to be for critique time? Do they gotta be mostly finished, or do they also critique? I'll critique any form of it that you desire. It's basically, if it gets posted in there, I'm gonna bring it up. Unless you post it in there and you say like, don't critique, then I won't. Did I do it right? Am I in? Yeah, 'tis the French. John Stuff, welcome friend. Nice to meet you. So we use this grid to determine kind of like the shape of everything. So, is there a scenario or characters that you guys want to see drawn? I was thinking of doing some animation too. Let's say that these are the bar stools. Washi! I didn't know I do arts. I am Washi. Welcome, Washi. I made a new drawing. Awesome, Zombieland. I can't wait to check it out during critique time. If there's enough art, we can start critique earlier than normal, like with a 1 hour mark instead of the 1 hour and a half mark. But I would love to draw some of your characters too. Okay. And because this is still underneath the horizon line, we're going to make this a little bit more rounder because this has to be also a circle. So we're using that perspective for everything. How do you... Not at all. Oof. I changed my name. John's Stuff. For today I run like 2. You ran 2 miles today? You crazy. I bought weights so I can do workouts while I'm watching tutorials on how to do hard. Because I want to be physically fit and healthy. So let's find the frame in all this. Because we got this nice idea here. And I want to frame it somehow, right? So let's take them. I'm just going to converge all this because it doesn't really matter. Oops, let's do it. So let's say it's like this big here. So we can work on it on the whole canvas. And let's say that the canvas itself that the piece is on is like a wider one. A nice wide shot with these characters. So it has to be within these confines. And then we'll take a real location in reference to that. Oops, I wanted to do this first. Make it lesser. Like that. So now it's like a shadowy silhouette. And now we have this table that's kind of like this here. Yeah. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that, friend. It's very kind of you. Bruh. Ya déjà mi subscription. I very much appreciate the likes and the subscribes, friends. Thank you very much. I will go commit. Change name. Oof. Bruh. We can have other tables too. Okay, let's find a real location to reference, alright? Let's do like a... What is it called? Like a 60s cafe, I think? I like that old 60s aesthetic for like a cafe. This is a prime example of what I want. Let's do something, oops, something like this. And we could even have like similar colors, right? I'll try, okay, yeah, this is kind of what I want, the diner. We can do something like this too. I'm covering my characters, oh no! We'll do one more where it's like, I need like a good window. What about like a Japanese cafe? Get like a different aesthetic. Aha, this is a good example. Although this just looks like a Starbucks or something. We'll make this smaller. It's like a Rockwell painting or something. Cool. Oh, what did I do? Oh, thank you very much, John Stuff. I appreciate that, friend. If your OC, my version is the Tails cousin Chubby Yellow Fox was an anime character, what name would have? What? I don't know how to answer that. Splails instead of Tail Displails. Blails. Gentle Demon. What want a Spanish fight? Pelf, those are dinners. You spelled diner wrong, friend. What kind of Spanish fight? Diners, not dinners. Pepe hands. Oof. Do you guys like throwing bread? What? No. 8Y Hablar Espanol. Pre-order Doom Eternal yesterday. Ooh, that's a fun game. Zombieland Undead. If you know had words in Spanish, don't fight. What? Smiley face. Joshua Dunkley. Who's Joshua Dunkley? Well, nice to meet you, friend. Hablando español, because I love this bread called Spanish bread. Oh, it has a little bit of cheese, lol. Oop. There's so many peoples in here. But this right here is kind of what I want. This like big window. There's a little light above them, and I think that's a key thing that I missed out on is getting that light right here. Right? It's a little bit thinner. Oh, that was perfect right here. Right here. This song's so good. We'll say that there's like this framing them, right? Right here. And then there's like this floor here that goes like, let's say, this way. Yeah, that's pretty good. And we'll say that they are the center of this piece, so all the lines should lead into them because they are the focus of the situation. Jukebox. Oh, that's a good one too. Maybe the jukebox is like, because it's coming in this way, it's like over here. Excuse me. Now I gotta look up a jukebox, right? Jukebox. So I'm gonna frame all this with some colors just to get that idea locked in place of like what I want to do with this. Maybe a little bit darker, right? Because of values. You want to make sure that everything kind of stands out. Let's see. I'll keep these lines here. But now I've changed up the perspective, right? So this perspective here is wrong. So let me go back, actually. Because if I'm going to change the perspective, then I don't want to mess with the previous layer. So we'll keep this, but now I want to get rid of this here. Get rid of that. So now this is less canon for the situation. Alright, so then this one too goes like here. Yeah, like that. Okay, so it's about there. So that's the true perspective that we're gonna go by. Even though I literally had it like completely different prior. That's fine. And then this kind of goes this way too. Yeah, like that, and then like this. Cool. That's pretty good. That's the extreme far side of the whatever we're looking at. Cool. This song's too spoopy for me, so I'm gonna change the song. Actually, don't even. What is this? Ooh, spoopy. Where's another really good song? Show me a good song, friend. I think this one's pretty good. Oh, I actually like Don Megalite. This one's great. Yas. Nutella is yummy. Wait, what did I miss? Jukebox? I'm from Ecuador. Oh, welcome, friend. It's a pleasure to meet you. Leche, Manzel. Appel. No. Oh no, Pilfer, don't sick. Pilfer F. Otorino laringolo. I don't know what that means. I hope I'm not swearing in another language. I apologize if I am. I be eating chocolate. I be starved because I am done with life for the rest of today. Oof. I had sushi earlier, so we went to this sushi, like the little sushi rotating thing where they put the thing on and it moves over to you and you take it off and you get to eat it. And I didn't realize the thing I was eating is like crab, and I'm allergic to crab, so my cheeks were like, and I was like, I was dying. Ya veo que este es el mejor chat del mundo. Nutella's yummy. I like Pandesal Nutella. I see that this chat is the beast chat in the world. Oof. Demon said, I see this is the best chat in the world. Oh, well, thank you very much. I appreciate that you're both translating for me. Thank you very much. Oh, sushi. Servan-me de traductor, please. This is not the chat I'm used to. Like, what the heck, Manahan said something. I haven't had sushi for, like, my whole existence. Best beast. Well, I appreciate that. Oh yeah, so we're looking up a jukebox, right? We need to find that classic... See, I was thinking something more like... Can I take this picture? Can I... Alright, I need the classic jukebox. Here we go. I was thinking something like this, right? Oops. But I don't know if it's going to be as readable from this angle, so I wanted to choose maybe something like this. Sorry. I went over to my friend's house and she has cats. And I'm very allergic to cats. Ooh, here we go. Here's a good one, too. Oops. Ooh, the Wurlitzer. It's German. A German jukebox. Straight out of Compton. Oh my gosh, I do this every time, sorry. I'm trying to close the other window. Press F for pilfer. Thanks, friend. F. I don't know. I don't want to traduce. Tratus. So what kind of stuff do you guys like to draw? You that have just joined. Let's see. So now we have this kind of perspective going on, right? That jukebox will follow this rule here. So I'll take this and cut this down so that way it follows that same rule. Draw within those confines. Bueno, me gusta mucho como dibujos y la música de fondo. I'm pretty sure you said you like the music I'm playing. Good choice. Demon, I like how you draw and the background music. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I thought I heard an oboe. Is it me or the second jukebox looks better than the other two? I mean, it's a lot fancier, but it doesn't that go for like the same as like the gamer keyboards having all the lights? It's like I don't like all these like fanatic lights. I mean, my computer has one like LED in it, and the rest is just like plain. Okay, so now we have this. We're gonna keep this pattern for the floor down here, and I like these bar stools on this one. I think we're gonna keep that. I like this beam that's right here in this picture. Let me show you the things that I want to keep. I'm gonna use a brighter color, maybe like a red, or yeah, I'll use like a red. I want to keep this here, this, and I want to keep these things here, and I like these windows here, and I like these lights here, and I like this silhouette here of this like kind of shoulder here. There's a person here. I think this might be necessary. Like this salt shaker here and stuff like that. I'm trying to think of what else we can add to this aesthetic. Maybe something like these. Right? Because we need stuff that's like on this side, this to be filled up. So we'll choose, oh yeah, and I like this. Let's see this right here. Because that shows depth. And let's see, I like this aesthetic here. This is really nice. I don't see much in this that I want. I kind of want to cancel all that out. Maybe this sign. Maybe this. Maybe this umbrella outside. So those are all things that I want to reuse. You're welcome. I mean, thank you. I don't have a PC. So my keyboard has nice lights. Ugh. Unbabbable. I see you as having a lot of lights in your gamerware. Okay, so we have these blank walls here, right? So I want to use this jukebox here, right? Maybe I'll make new characters for this. I'll make some like Annie boys or something. So there's this. Maybe give it like this right here, right? Because we're gonna try and reuse this 1/3. Oops, I'll show you. 1/3, 2/3 rule. So if this is this right here, This is going to be 1/3. It's going to be 2/3. And that's kind of what I want to keep to in this. So if I do this, that's about right. Maybe it's a little bit lower, but that's fine. And then we want to keep that simple design where it's just like these obvious shapes that make sense, but I'm gonna erase some stuff to give it some understandable reference of what is going on here. So like that, right? So now we can read this as there's something that's going that way. Oh, see you later, Demon. Thanks for joining, friend. I appreciate it. It's very nice to meet you. Account security, critical risk. Oof. Pilfer. No, my birthday. Ew. I'm going to have banana cake with 3 milks. Ooh, that's a lot of milks. I'm going too fast. Wait, is it already critique time? No, it's not critique time. No, not yet. Oh. Really? I don't think I have enough. Enough what? Bueno, fue un gusto pasarme por aquí, pero debo ir a dormir. Estaré mucho más seguido y voy a ver los otros videos mañana. Tengan buena noche y adiós. Gracias. Adios, Demon. Account security, critical risk. Demon, Greater. It was a pleasure to come here. I love your drawings. Tomorrow I will look at the others. I must go to sleep. Bye, Pilfer. Thank you. Buenos tardes. Buenas tardes. Buenos tardes. Seems like trying to replace my name will save my account overall. Oof. Good night. Enough lights. Enough lights. There's literally one light. But I think this right here. Well, no, the window I want to be bigger than them, to go almost to the ceiling, or like out of frame maybe. Because if it's okay, well let's see. Because they're clearly right here on that 1/3 line, right? I broke this up to 1/3, and this is 2/3. And then if we break this down even further, we could have this. Ooh, okay, that's what I want. This to be the 1/3 right here. Yeah, of this whole piece, right? So this is going to be 1/3, and this is going to be 2/3. So I need this window to land under them, almost, like right here. And then that means that this window has to line up. I mean, it should go here, but we're going to use this extra space for it because of where this is to be on this side. So that means that it has to be that big for the window. Yeah, so we'll do that right there. And so this plus this equals 1/3. If that makes sense to you guys, do you understand? We're trying to keep with this concept here, the golden ratio. It's buenos noches, Pilferpup, bro. Tardes is afternoon, right? A zombie, teach me Spanish. ¿Por qué? Por favor. Zombie chan. Yeah. So we'll do that. And we'll combine these together, right? Yeah, that's fine. You want Spanish? Oh, poquito, por favor. We'll do that, and then we'll have maybe this go here. Trim them a little bit more, right? Yeah, because there's like that frame around it you can see. Then I will be your teacher. Thank you. And then we have them sitting here, and maybe in the distance, if this is the grand horizon, and maybe even like, there's not going to be hills. What should be there? Like a town, right? So we need like small town vibes, but it's like almost Sicilian, their surroundings. Sicilian town? I don't know. Ah, yes. So here's like this. Although this looks a lot more run down than I wanted. This is kind of what I'm thinking right here. That also looks very run down. Maybe something like something smaller. This is a little too extreme. Let's say like Ireland. Here we go. Something like this. Because this is more akin to like the location that they're at. Those big open fields. Although the skies are really muggy. Gross. Been tweaking my setting for 3 days and still haven't had a successful miniature print. Getting closer and closer, but it's so slow. So Ginger East, I wanted to talk to your dad a bit because I was like, oh, Jacoom, welcome, friend. Imagine living in Texas and not knowing some Spanish. So Final Fantasy VII's coming out, and I've played the original, right? And I thought it was like the original was like a really big part of my childhood. It goes into a lot of like what I draw and like kind of my storytelling. But I presume your dad hasn't played it, and I presume you haven't either. So the new one's coming out, and that's more of like a visual narrative, and I feel like it's more akin to like what modern people would like. So I want to bring, the demo's out. I want to bring my PS4 over on like whatever day works, like weekly, and have a night where we play it together. And I basically just want to watch you guys like go through the game and experience it through your eyes. And that was a concept that I was like, I should ask like if that's something he wants to do. Let's get like more small town urban housing. Let's see if that's like something he even is interested in. No, not urban housing. Alright, well, we have new name. Watch the Green Robot. Oof, watch the Green Robot. Okay, let's see. We can do like a building here, right? Just change this PFP later. Yeah. Oh yeah. Teach me how to Spanish, Jacoom. You're funny. Jacoom's a really good artist. I don't know if you guys have seen his stuff or her stuff. Let's get like a building over here. Maybe these buildings can frame them. Right? Maybe they could have like... do this. I'm free Thursdays and Fridays, but I'll be going to in bias because I'm not a fan of the franchise. Don't necessarily hate it, but I don't like it. And I'll ask him for you. I just see if that's even something he's interested in. If not, it's fine. It's just like an idea I had that I thought would be fun. Because I'm always like, dang, it sucks that there's nothing that I can like enjoy with them. Because you guys keep inviting me to do stuff with y'all. Do this for like the housing. Maybe there's like a shop over here, right? Or maybe it's even closer. Maybe it's like right across the street. Maybe it's like this. And then there's like a street here. Okay, let's silhouette this. Alright. And let's say this is like a shop window here that comes down. Let's say like this. And then like that. Oops, like here. And then let's say that there's like a window here for that shop. And then let's say that there's maybe like another window here for that shop that goes across. But this one has like those bars in it too. Oh no. There we go. This one has those bars in it. Oops. There we go. In the shop window. Because it kind of reflects like his personality, right? He's like kind of barred up and she's more open. Something like that. I think I did a little bit backwards. Just two. And then maybe like something here. Okay, no, there has to be a reason for like every decision, right? So we'll do something like that just to show like that's the end of that location. We'll say like this and this. Cool. And so now we can go like that, and this is behind them. So I'll do this like this. And here. Cool. So now they're sitting in front of this, like, this place here, right? And it's behind them. Chatty! Welcome, Chatty! Now we're just setting up, like, an idea, right? We're doing thumbnails for it. Watch Pilfer flex on us. I'm not even flexing, guys. I'm just, like, showing you, like, a process that kind of streamlines, like, the idea sense, right? And I'm showing you, like, you want reference for, like, these things, and you want at least a base setting for, like, what you want to do. I'd be fine with just hanging out, and I'm sure Max would be interested. I'll ask my dad in the morning. Oh, fair enough. I mean, it's not out yet. I'm just saying, like, if that's something you guys even want to do. Anyways, moving on. Maybe I'll just stream the game and forget you guys. Forget you all. Get rid of this. Okay, cool. Because you guys always invite me to D&D, and I'm like, I'm sorry. I don't have time to play D&D with y'all. Alright, let me get rid of this here. Get rid of these, right? Oh, oops, I want this. There we go. And then I'll keep the rest of this. But I need more clutter, right? I need more things in the foreground. Like, this is kind of difficult, because that means that this actually needs to be bigger. Because look, it's like almost as big as them from this size, right? Which is probably right, but it needs to be... If this is the perspective grid here, then that means it needs to be, like, actually... If it's going outwards that way, and it needs to be lined up with, let's say, like, their shoulder, going out like that. So it actually has to come out here and then go down. There we go. Now it really looks like it's in the foreground. It was too small before. Cool. So we'll do that. Perspective-wise, this to that. And we'll make sure it follows that same rule, and then we'll use the same 1/3. Nice. Oh, it's not okay. Wait, what? Hold on. Picked up more hours? That's called flexing. What do y'all think about the pixel art? Oh my gosh, all my friends are here. Plus others like Unbabin and Ginger, who isn't Ginger, by the way. Actually, Ginger is Ginger. Mooks isn't Ginger. Showing what does what for these things we can't even do. Oof, I'm sorry. Pilfer, I will be back. Need to charge my phone. I'm going to leave you my drawing if I'm not here in your Twitter. Okay, a zombie. I'll definitely check it, hopefully when you're back. It's not okay. Oh, Sadmo. What's not okay, friend? Oh, Pepe Hands. I'll be right back. Shake my head. Why am I even saying it in stream chat? I don't know. I don't know, friend. I don't know. There we go. Alright, so we got like a nice silhouette going on here. These are good too. Some ideas. Get this in there. Alright, now we can start sketching things out, I think. We're getting closer to it. What's up, guys? Sorry I'm late. Drawing student, welcome back, friend. It's good to see you again. So now I can take this 4 pixel that I love so much. Move this up here. Okay, that's this whole thing. Go like this. And now that I have that base idea that I want, I can just be like... I could draw them out like this. You won't even like see them, really. Just see the characters. You need to make sure to see their faces at least a little bit. See that she's smiling. She's like, yeah. And then her hair comes down. It has these like little things on it. Oh, but she's got this. There we go. And she's like sitting here. No, she's much taller than that. So there we go. So now her butt's going to be lower like here. Her tail's going to come down and come up. It's like gesturing at him like you. Legs are much longer than that. They're like this much longer than that. There we go. And then her other leg would be like over here. Yeah, like down there, which come down this way. Maybe on this like little on the stool here. Right? A little cushion part right here. Okay, so then it's even taller than I had like thought before. Maybe I just made her too big. There we go. Make it a little bit smaller. Like that. Right there. Yeah, this has to be like pretty wide. And this has to be a little bit smaller. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yes, you should post Lincoln's design, I think. Yes, be right back. Should def. Sup guys, sorry I'm late. You're fine. Student, hey Pilfer, have you been checking out the fridge lately? I checked the fridge an hour and a half into the stream. But as more people join and there's more art in there, clearly I need more time to like review it for you guys. So I'll start the critique time maybe like 45 minutes early, or at the hour and 15-minute mark. So in about 15 to 30 minutes we'll check how it's going. Let me see Unbab. Unbab, you do have too many lights. Also, thanks for having my art on there. Let's see. There's a lot of chat fridge. Oh, Hutch has some really nice art in the fridge. Jacoom's got some heckin' cool art. I really like this one by Zyno. I like Chatty's art in there. Just Sam, welcome. I don't know if I know you yet. Oh, song's bright. Yeah, there's not that much art in the fridge just yet. Looking forward to F7 Remake in 2021. Doesn't it come out this year, though? She's more upright, right? There we go, it's more akin to her. She doesn't really have a chest, so it'll be like this. Have that wrap around like this, and maybe her other arm. And then the table could be like right here. Right. Yeah, the table's a little, yeah, the table's higher than these windows here, so that works out. I was like, I don't know if there's a rule against having a table that's higher than windows. So maybe if this comes here, or actually I can just do this, because as long as it's from here, I could keep that going. We'll say it's like here to here is going to be the perspective of that sphere. There we go, something like that. Let's Same thing with this. It's a little bit bigger here. A little bit smaller, a little bit bigger. He's also on the same side as her, so his stool's going to be here. But he's shorter, so it's going to be higher. Let's be thinner. It's taken me all day to do a second panel for my comic. That's why it's really important to plan it out, kind of like you see me doing here, but more efficiently than I'm doing. Because I'm also doing like a diner, and I've never drawn a diner before, which is also why I'm drawing it. I'm a really bad procrastinator. Yeah, I'm right there with your friend. 2020. I'm waiting for PC release because I'm broke. Oh, fair enough. Do you have a Discord server? I do, Soak. I don't know if you've been invited yet. You're welcome to join. It is PG. But if you break that rule, I'm gonna have to give you the boot. Y'all are welcome to join if you're interested. The Discord server. Just remember it's PG. By the way, Pilfer, when I get my 3D printer quality to where I want it, I can print you something of your choice. Gotta find a model for it, but if you can, I'll print it as a thank you for your artist. Thank you for your artistic help. Oh, it's my pleasure, friend. Yeah, I'll probably start paying you to print little models for me so I can create 3D models of like my characters, right? Oof, that'll be really fun. Help. It's taken me, yeah, I got Oreos. I got friggin' Chips Ahoy. Because they're pretty good. Gives boot. Gives you the boot. Got little hair when he's this young. It's not so long. There you go. It's gotta have a little tuft going on right there. It's not as like it's supposed to be right here. There we go. This has to line up with its eyes right here, so you stay consistent. You have like things that line up on the face. Why is his head so big in comparison to hers? I gotta make him smaller. Yeah, about there, that's fine. That works. Although, I think we should get rid of this, and maybe this. Oops. So that way it's consistent with the fact that he's sitting like over there. We could literally just do that. Okay, maybe we can't do that. Darn, he was looking kind of cute too. So this ear has to be like over here now. There we go. Because he's looking at her this way. Big brain equals big cute. Went to Gulag today. What is Gulag? Is that like galoshes? Okay, I'm in. Awesome, so welcome. I went to Gulag today. Yay, big head equals big brain, shade school. Big brain equals big cute. Oh, thank you. I wonder if you're a character I'd gonna ask for a bowl of ramen. Ooh, thank you. Perfect. That's exactly what they're eating is ramen. That's too fun. So anime, friend. That's awesome. That's so typical anime. He's got his little chubby baby. Although now he's like inconsistent with the background. I feel like. We'll see if we can fix that, because it's like you have your chest, your spine, and then you have your pelvis here, and then okay, there we go. But now he's got like thin legs or something. He's like his like fat rolls are going over the thing. I just need to make him smaller, I think. I think I'm just making him too big. Yeah, like that. There we go. It's so typical anime of you, it's so true. Japanese 80s Western diner. It's just a lot culminating into one thing. Lol. No. Oops, I'm too far back. 90s, lol. It's the 60s diner, isn't it? Or like a 50s? There's like T-mobiles. What are they called? Model T cars that have like this, right? And horns. No, I'm just kidding. But I do think there's this little shop across the street. It'll be like a little anime shop, right? Something like this. Oh, okay, we need to actually look for like. I think like a New York is a good idea. Small shop front design ideas. No, I just want. Actually, that's exactly what I wanted. Wow. This is what I was looking for. Ooh, I like this right here, the little fruit on the side. I need that for later. That's gonna be really very nice. I have to be careful with putting too much detail. Ooh, I like this. This is cool. Where they're like on top up here. That's really fun. I know, I'm like dehydrated, sorry. Actually. What? I'm too far back. I'm here now. Servers with skates, lol. Hello, Ben. I think I saw you in the Discord, I guess, lol. The Sonic drive-thru. That's so good. Hello, Green Robot. Gotta go fast. Probably did, yes. You're right, though. The Sonic drive-thru is a prime example. Maybe we'll do it here. I don't want to do the halfway point, though. I want it to be not 1/3, but maybe we can utilize the excess to make it that 1/3. Yeah, we'll just do that right here. Which means that this has to go here. Yeah, and then we'll make it... There's always like I like this little light here with like I want like maybe like a lantern, right? One of these. Right. Something like that, or we can design a new light. Like these are pretty cool. But what's a very obvious like Japanese light? Japanese 50s drive-thru diner. Ramen shop. Pilferpup to pirate a VR. I don't know what that means, but you're not wrong. Well, I'm only here for a second because I gotta go back from Newark trip. Oh, nice, yesterday. So I'm still a little tired, but I gotta do something, so I'm just here to say hi. Well, I really appreciate that, Ben Bordeaux, and I'm glad you had a safe trip, friend. I hope you get your rest, and please don't get sick. I definitely recommend taking some Airborne mixed with like your water to drink. like immune support, basically, after taking any trip, in my opinion. What if from a bruh knows about color theory but can't draw? Oof. Me. Hashtag me. Where did my... There it is, my art layer go. No! Re? We should put crispy bacon somewhere in the background. Oh yeah, so we had the jukebox as well, right? And it's like here. And we want to reference something like this. And I like this dome. Got that mad dome going on, friend. Living that dome life. And it has this like these tracks that come down like this. And it looks like it's got like one of these things that really gives it away. I'm gonna make it like opposite side, honestly, so that way that those machine parts still show up, even though it's on this side of it right here. I want that to show up. I don't even know what it is, but I just need to generalize. There's like a little bit right going here, and like some other things going like this on it. And then there's like some other parts back here. So I'll just pretend, I'll just make it look like I know what I'm doing, because that's really what art's all about. Faking it till you're making spaghetti. You're making Kool-Aid. There we go. Oh no, because this has to be open here. There we go. And then this goes like that. And then this is open here. Open for business. And then this will come down here, and then it'll... Oh yeah, it's got that little lip that goes like this way, right? Because it's like there, yeah. Start here, go from here to there, right? Cool. And since this is under the horizon, you'd see down at it. Okay, so you wouldn't actually see up at it. So we'll do this, maybe something like that. No, because then you're looking... You want to look up at it because it's above the horizon line and down at it, so I'll put it down here, so that way we can't actually see behind it. Yeah, like that. And then just put some shadows here, right? But it kind of like curves this way. And then this comes out more, right here. Sorry, just fake it is the best phrase you'll ever hear before you demise. He brings out a sword, like pretending to sword fight, and it's like, Knight challenges you to battle. Fake it till you make it. Literally get stabbed next scene. Oof, washing. Crispy bacon. The poor lad. Poor McBacon. Ooh, McBacon, that sounds pretty good. I should order one from McDonald's. My school's suspended for a week because of you. Oh, because of, you know, oof, the big C word. County. Because of county. Band kids going on a trip about to come back to suspended school. They're gonna get, what's it called when you get confined? You get confined to a location. Quarantine. They're gonna get quarantined to, like, the school bus. It's just in a big tent. Oh, I'm sorry, Jakim. I hope you're alright. Just Kona, the best time was always pretend it till you blend it. Just playing, bruh. Darn county. Cool. Give Winnie the Pooh shirt. Most of my country's infections are from a cruise ship. Oof. Oh my gosh, Charlie. Charlie, no. There we go. I need something to signify that this is the front of his face. There we go. Maybe I'll just goes like that more. Got her hair that comes down this way. Look at that. And then this ear will go up like that. Because she is a fox bunny. There we go. She's talking him up. He's just like, yes, dear. From Korean people. Yeah, have fun. Ooh. Diamond Princess. What's a Diamond Princess? I have an idea, and it just might work. Oh! This was a mistake, but I'm doing it anyways. Because I have to go to bed in like 2 hours. But you know what? Forget it. I'm just gonna go to bed in never hours. Perfection. Cracking a cold one. I'd rather crack open an old one. Cthulhu just bursts in. He's like, yes? So this table should be like, maybe like right here. Right? And then maybe this goes like this, and then we'll do... Oh yeah, because it's from... This is the perspective line, or was it over? Yeah, this is it here. So we'll do this. Oops. Should be like almost equal length. And it gets smaller as it gets further away. Make it more like consistent, right? Nope, over here. There we go, that's good. And then we can do this, and then this, maybe a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little too much. Perfection. Okay, cool. And then those are those squares. Pilf is a rampant TikToker. Rampant TikToker? I'm not. I was thinking of making a TikTok because my brother has a TikTok. I don't know why I said that. But I won't. Huh. Didn't know. The true LOL has 5 exclamation marks. JK. Alright, cool. So this is looking kind of cute, I think. There's a tangent with this table that I gotta get rid of. So this has to come lower here. And now it's tangenting with the bottom part of this table, which basically means like if I put the wall here, right? No, let me do it right here. If I put the wall here and this was my wall, right? And let's say it goes this way. Because it runs into the same line that this has for the whatever, the stereo thing, It's called a tangent because it runs through the same line as another line within the same drawing, and so it makes the wall that is back that way actually come out this way and be parallel to this. So you never want to do that. You don't want to have a tangent. Also, I go on tangents a lot, which is a different kind of tangent, but I won't explain that one. I'm back. Phone died. It do. Boom, boom, dun, dun, dun. So I will at least do it here. I think that could work. That's not too much of a tangent. Although it is getting closer to it, I can just make this table come up a little bit higher. Yeah, that's pretty good. Be right here again. Nice thick bordering for them. Yeah, that's pretty good right there, honestly. Let's see. Yeah, I just got her tail here. Pilfer Sensei is so wise. Ooh woo. Thank you, drawing student. I appreciate that, friend. Pilf missed an entire section of chat. Pepega. Kono and I said something at the same time with very opposite opinions. Wait, who's Diamond Princess? Who is Diamond Princess? But I don't even have TikTok. I saw it on YouTube. Oh. Sorry. Oh, I see. That's what you're talking about. You're talking about Pepe Hands. Clearly Pepe Hands. Oh yeah, and I wanted because this let's say this comes out, even though it doesn't, but I want this to have this kind of thing here, right? I mean, really, I should just take one of these and then duplicate it over and over again, so that way I have the same copy. Oops. Ah! No! Oof. It's a big oof. I really use the same memes like every time I speak, and I'm so sorry for that. Oh, I like this song a lot. It's like so depressing. I should try and keep this consistent right here, at least for the most part. It's not too important because wind can change these, you know, because they're light. There we go. So that's pretty good. Say well, they all need to go to the same point on the same horizon, right? So if this points to the horizon, let me do it on a new layer because I don't want to ruin what I've done here. Show you. So this goes to about here. Duplicate layer, yes. So now it'll be consistent because it needs to line up on that horizon line no matter what. Yo, have you guys our stuff on banana leaves instead of plates? Oh, have we eaten stuff on banana leaves instead of plates? No. But that sounds fun and curious. Very curious. Okay, cool. That's good enough. Now I can do this. That's just a little bit of detail that kind of like signifies that there's like a texture here. And I can get rid of that. Cut away the excess of this stuff. Right. And now there's this texturing that gives a depth, right, to this here. I can just swap that back like this. There we go. Now we have some nice depth to that. Nope. Bro, once I finally get my new tablet, Pilf is canceled. It's so true. You're gonna start streaming art on Twitch and you're gonna blow up, and I'm gonna be at 250. I don't know how many subs do I have now. Let's see how many subs I finally got to. After all these years, I got to 262. What the heck, I got 4 subs today? Thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate that. That's awesome. Wow, that's crazy. I was happy with 1, but I got like 4, and that's really cool. Anyways, I'll be at 265 subs, and Unbab will be at friggin' like 3,000. But it's all part of the work, right? You put in the work and you don't get paid. Feels good. Just kidding. Oof. Pe Hande. I've been playing Warzone. What's Warzone? Bruh, the drawing tablet is so hard. Yeah. It's true. Let's see if it's time for... It's critique time! Yeah. Critique time. I'm gaining more YouTube subs doing nothing, unlike Twitch where nobody follows me. Oof. I bought a budget one just to try it out and can only draw from my wrist, not the arm. Oh, it's really hard to change that drawing student. You gotta be careful. You don't want to fall into bad habits. Soak is posting some really good stuff. Alright, cool. I have no content to post in Fridge. Draw something up right now, fam. Just saying. You're gonna miss out on critique time. I gotta get rid of this trash that's in it from last night. I'm just kidding. I love you guys. I'll post old pixel art. Some people have already seen this 5 times before. Washy Green, this is really good. H420 says Kono. I don't think he actually said that. What? Scoots Magoots, this is awesome. This is so cool. He's got the jacket on. That's great. I love it. That's actually really fun. I like this. I like that. Okay, you need to stop. You need to get some help, me. I'm just gonna put all these bad boys together. These are clearly the same person. This is really good, Hutch. Too bad Hutch isn't here. This is our 2016 to 2020 art. It's the classic Hutch. This one is fantastic. Drew on top of a 3D model. Starlight Princess Vampire Girl. Wow, that's really fun. That's some next level, like, actual art right there. This is too friggin' awesome. Just Sam. I love this one so much. Is that from Steven Universe? Ooh, Just Sam drew some beautiful eyes. It's the medic! Medicum. Let Pilf glorify your art. Oh, this one's really good too. Who's this? It's an alien. Drawing student, nice. It's fine. Ooh. Too bad I got like allergies coming in, and I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Or sneeze. Achoo. I pick achoo. That was also one that we didn't review last night because Vanaheim wasn't here. But now that Vanaheim is here, I'm going to review it. Neon. If Neon was here, I can review Neon's, but Neon's not here, is he? This one is Vanaheim's. Trabdis. Okay. That's gonna be the ones for critique time. Ooh, I like this song. Literally same song. Literally the same song. Alright. Yeah, fine. It's an oboe player. It's scary playing loud. Oh, hey, that guy looks like Medic from TFT. It is. Lol, eat the fresh. Oh my gosh, you're right. We gotta eat the fresh. Let me see if I can find it. Alright, we'll play Unbab's theme song. For some reason it became his theme song. Pretty typical, pretty standard shenanigans. Okay, seriously, I literally just clicked this song. Yeah. This is the good stuff. I'm feeling it, feeling them vibes. Alright, cool. So this is awesome. Awesome pixel art. Okay, so whose is this? Oops, sorry. Oops. Whose was this? Duplicate. I need to duplicate this back one. Put these side by side. So one of the things that I like to get into a little bit more with you guys is values, because it's a nice early lesson to learn to really tighten up your art. Scout doesn't need medic. Oof. Scout just kind of runs out and does all his own stuff, right? This is Washi. Washi, this is really nice. I think it's really great. So this is what I want to do. This is what, when you make something and you see it this tiny, you want to be able to read what it is. Like, oh, I understand what this is. It's clearly a tree, and you did a good job with that because it has green and it has brown, and people are like, oh, green and brown equals tree. You have this nice circular shape. Very important to stick to very basic shapes when you're creating stuff in terms of design, because those basic shapes are not only easy to read, but they are very aesthetically pleasing. What's it called? Let me do this. I'm going to take off your color on one of them. And if you notice, this is called values. Your light to dark, right? If we go to this, your value is going to be top to bottom, right? Your hue, which is like the amount of color. I'm sorry, your saturation. Hue is the color. Saturation is the amount of color. So left to right is going to be saturation. Value, top to bottom. Hue is the color. Saturation, left to right, is the amount of color. So what I'm getting at is with this, you have this like medium tone here that's a little bit darker, a little tiny bit, and then you have the tree that's a little bit lighter, and then you have the background that's like kind of medium. But you stick around to this right here. You can see it on the side is like this which is just above it, and this that's like a little bit above it, and the brightest color is this one, which is like up here. you want to choose 3. You want darkest, some mid-tone, and then brightest as like the basic of the bacon. The bacon of the bacon. The basic of the basic. And you want the mid-tone to be closer to the darkest or closer to the lightest, right? So that way, if it's closer to the lightest, the dark color is going to stick out more. I'll show you with an example. So we're doing values. Hopefully you can read that. Let's say you have this color here, right? Black, okay? And then I put a white on it, and you're like, wow, that white really reads well because it's the opposite of the majority color. And so if I want that white to stick out more, I use another dark color as my medium tone. And so that white's going to be very important in this piece. It's going to stick out more than the medium tone does. If I wanted the black to stick out more, then I'd use a medium tone that's closer to that white. Right? And so now the black is more important than the white colors. But anyways, I'll show you what I'm going to do with this. Because I want this object in pixel space to be 3-dimensional. I'm just going to straight up do this. Let's say, because if this is a sphere, right, you're gonna shade it as you would a sphere, right, like this, and then the sphere wraps around, right, like an orb, kind of like that. And because of that, if light comes down, you have it coming this way. If light comes down that way, then it's going to get blocked by this line here, because that's the corner of that sphere. So then you have... Maybe something like that. Yeah, we'll do it that way. So now if I do this, and do that, and then you can have, you know, little leaves here and there that are like darker, keeping it consistent with what you have here. Little leaves here, little darker leaves, keeping it consistent. Washi, by the way, I want you to know I really like this piece, which is why I'm critiquing it, and because I think pixel art has a lot of potential. I'm trying to teach you lessons that I hope will like kind of stick, but also I like this so much that I'm like, hey, I want to show you this thing that I think would like really heighten what you do. So don't think that I'm like nitpicking or like picking at your art, being like, oh, this isn't good enough. I'm like, this is great. How do we make this even greater? So I hope you don't feel like I'm just like, oh, Pilferpup doesn't like it. No, I do. I think it's like actually really nice. But because you always want to work in basic shapes. These 3 basic shapes is what you want to work in, right? And so I'm using that triangle for this tree stump. B-Day, woohoo! Oh, happy birthday, friend! Yeah, so because I'm doing that, and then I want... There's another lesson I want to show you here where you... Anytime you have a line... It's Michaela's art. Welcome, Michaela! Ooh, someone dropped something in the other room. What was I saying? Oh yeah, anytime you have a line like this, or like even right here, or right here, it's pointing at something. So you're pointing at the tree with this one, which is really good. This one's kind of pointing under it. It's kind of like fogged in. So what I would have done is actually taken it and made it like right here. Like that, right? And it's gonna read a lot better for what you're trying to show. And I also would have made it probably like a little bit, one tone darker. But I'll show you here the same thing. And now it reads a lot better as like pointing at the tree itself. This one I probably would have put a little bit. Oh, I guess it could stay there. Michaela's Joshua. Oh, welcome Joshua, or Michaela. That's awesome. And so now I'm gonna show you what happens when you take these values that I put up here, if I can find them. Oh yeah, here. cool. Okay. Oh, I guess I can't do that. Okay. Well, we'll just move it over here. We'll go back to this one. Take this and go. Oh, I guess darken. Yeah, we'll do overlay. There we go. Now you can kind of see what I was doing. Hopefully, if it lets me change my hotkeys. Thank you. See, now there's more depth to it, where it has like that kind of like direction of shading, but also it makes that part of the tree stick out a lot more by separating it. Same with this here. You could also do it like with the lights as well. Anyways, moving on. Really good. I think that's great. I get tired of talking about the same thing for extended periods of time, and I just kind of like want to move on. So I'm R for repeat of this song. Oh, okay. Oh, cool. From oof. Oh, okay. He was here earlier. Where'd he go? I don't know. Chatty. Petition for Pilferpup to play Wii Sports on repeat. Is this Wii Sports? It is. It's a pretty good song. F. Okay, so we're doing the Celeste. I mean, I kind of got the point. I feel like you... Okay, so you wanted all these characters on there. So, I think this is like a really nice piece. Can I move it a little bit bigger over here? We'll tone it down a bit so we can just be like base line work. So this is going to be a lesson on gesture. Gesture. I like how I can't spell. I'm sorry. So gestures like how things flow into one another, right? If we look at this picture of Celeste, you can see that there's clearly this shape here, right? And then it kind of goes like this as well, and it has a little bit here. But mainly, I want to show you how it kind of goes like this. And you can see how things go like that, and like this, and kind of goes like that, and has this flowing like this. Oh, sorry. Kind of goes more like that, but yeah. It's this very nice simplicity of keeping things consistent. And I wanna show you how you can use that here. You have this really nice thing of Charizard. And what if he had one leg that follows this, right, from the neck, and then goes back? Or I guess you'd want to keep it similar to this, where it goes forward because of the knee, it goes out this way, the knee, or maybe, I guess because her leg comes back in, you did that, and then this flows into the hand of the character. So you'd actually move this guy up here. Oops, I'll get rid of that wing and just be like, what if you took him and put him up here? Like that at least, right? And then took this, put that back to where it was, which is right here. So that way you had that leg here, with the leg here and the leg here. It goes back like that. And then the stomach comes around like this with the neck, and then the dragon. And then you can have a wing coming out like this to bring that kind of fluid motion in, right? And then maybe another wing here to kind of like almost draw that attention back into the characters. But yeah, you have this kind of go like this. You can have this hand here because her hand comes out too. And then this leg here, because you want to follow that same flow for everything you do. And so his other leg would be here. And so his body would follow that kind of thing right here. Oh yeah, he's like kind of looking up. Maybe like here, right? And so his horn would be like this. And and then her other leg's out. So you follow this here, but then you can follow that one this way. So you'd have his leg come out this way and like this, and then out like this. And then his arm comes down like this, and like, okay. So he's got an arm like coming here, right? We'll follow that leg in like this, and his arm would be here, like trying to reach out to God or like some savior, right? And that's basically what she's doing, is like, I'm lost. And then you'll follow this over like that, and he'll have his hand here. And then you can give him his wings however you want. Maybe his wings actually go up like this, right? To like point at that. Something like that. That's my idea. You kind of follow that gesture, like the simplicity of making the form around just those smooth lines, like leading into each other, because it becomes less about like details and more about I guess like form and like flow, and that's really good, and that'll help you kind of like define what it is you want to do. What's the next one? Oh, we got this beautiful face. That's beautiful, very nice. Critique petition for Pilferpup to critique me next. You gotta create a petition for that, and they get it signed by 100 different people. Please tell me you'll do Jakkum's art. I mean, yeah, if it's in there. For Pilferpup to critique me next. And today's lesson is this picture of Celeste. I'm a draw dragon now. I want to play melee now. Well, not now, but tomorrow. R. Green are good. I don't know what's happening in chat. Okay, so we got a cat. Is this like a panther, I think, right? Oof, Miles, very nice, Miles. This is Soak's art. What kind of character is this? So that's a dragon, okay. This closest reminds me to like a panther. Critique Miles. Well, wow. This closest reminds me of a panther. I'm just gonna say that much now. So this is like a reference thing too. A mutant panther. Alright, I was right. Okay, cool. I knew it. So we have reference. This lesson is about reference. It's a beautiful. That's a beautiful. So these, if you notice, the corners of the eyes on this panther lines up with this nose shape here. Got this like kind of nose shape going on like this, and this lines up with that. This corner of the ear lines up with those eyes, right? And then this corner here lines up with that ear. And these are all things you want to pay attention to. Like, it's not random, right? And actually, it looks like you did that really well. Let's be real here. Nothing's ever random in like design or in real life. There's like a literal purpose, and I think you did really good capturing that design, or that like, actually, wow, you did. That's really cool. I think maybe a little bit lower, but it looks like you got it really well, honestly. That's so funny. I like these big cute eyes. They're really fun because, yeah, it looks like this lines up with your ear here, which is really good, and this lines up with it here, which is literally what we were just talking about. So I think that's really fun. Even this lines up with something here, which, if that was intentional, I think that's awesome. So yeah, good job. I think you did really good with this. I like this nose here. I think panthers are more like this, but I'm not gonna fault you for that, because even I even like that like kind of appeal of the nose coming out like here, like more forward. This looks really good. Guys, can I say no? No, stop it. You can say woo. You can woo, and that's it. Maybe some like eyebrows will define his expression. A little corner of the cheek. But yeah, this is really good. I don't actually have much to say about this in all honesty, because you really lined things up correctly, because I can even see that there's like this going here, right? Like this section here, and on the opposite side it would have been like that. So I think you did really good. Very nice. Very nice. It's rare, and like even this lines up in between these two corners here. So I think you did a good job with that. I think maybe just here you could have had this come up there instead, because it lines up with the pupils to the corner of the mouth. You can even see it here. Those pupils to the corner of that mouth that wraps around like this. And so this would be where the pupils are centered. This mouth would have come back like this, I think. See? And I think that's really good. Ban Miles, please. No. Troglodyte. Wow, I'm friggin' offended. I'm offended for troglodytes. Ooh, what's this beautiful art? Spirit Seer, redesign. This is awesome. I think this might fall into that same category of values again. But no worries. Oh, excuse me. Values. The design's really good though, especially because you have this space in between his legs and his arms, so it makes the character wide enough that you can read. I was actually thinking about this. I gotta remember context. I was thinking about this earlier in the day, about your picture, and I wanted to point out, what is it that you want to express through the picture? Do you just want to draw a really cool looking character? Or is there a story you want to tell, like an idea about him that you want to, like, people to know? And in that regard, what is that idea? So I think he's like cool, and he's got like power, you know, flame coming off him and stuff. Sorry, I'm getting tired. Today's been a long day. Are they here? Jakun, look. And what is it that you want to express? Like his power. How do we express power? You can have him, you know, doing something like that. But anyways, I think this is more like kind of like a reference, and I think that's really cool. Again, I like that there's space between these limbs. Sorry. Apologize. He's very readable, and I think that's really, really important, really good. The details are fantastic. I was just gonna say though. Okay, yes. Let's see. Bag, oh no, how unlucky, a villain stole your purse. Use the code Pilferpup for 10% off any Blue Bunny purchases. Get a bag. Wow. Wow. See, so this color and this color are very close together, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you do want them next to each other, sorry. I'm so tired. So these would need to be one lighter, one darker. So I think this looks really good next to each other. But you would want this and this because they're the same value. They're like right here in terms of this. So if we took this, maybe like a little bit lighter, but not as light as that. So maybe the halfway point between that and this would be like right there. So I'll take this and I'll just go like this, and we'll see how that reads. See, now you can read his, I mean, sorry, I kind of like ruined your line art with it. Your beautiful line art. We'll make him like a wider boy. Like this. Okay, like that. Cool. And now you can really read him against that, and you can see like whatever you need to see with his legs. So that they're not the same like value. In a minute behind because I want to see this cookie. Yeah. I just leached you. Wait, what? This boy is Lincoln. He's co-owned by me and Jack, and I loathe him, and I've traumatized him several times too. Oof. Yeah, I love these details on his coat. I love this thing right here. I love the little button. Oh, sorry. I love these stripes on him, and then the fire, and then these little like techno things here. Really cool. And I even like that his pants are very simple. I probably would have kept maybe like this line here going in terms of design. Maybe like, let's say like this, right? Or maybe like something like that. Maybe even like here. I don't know. But you could keep that going, that kind of design going through him, right? For the cloak. Maybe like here. Like this. But yeah, anyways, I think this is your design sense is very nice, very strong, very cool. It's just knowing where to use values at, and that's something that I had trouble with a lot when I was drawing. All my values would stick around medium. They would never get too bright or too dark, and that was a problem for me. But I think if you really look at your pictures in black and white, and then make sure you have a strong dark, light, and then like let's say a medium tone, right? You'll be really good. OC Maker, now that we've established his dark and terrible past, let's go remind him of it. Oh my gosh, you're not wrong. Yeah, that was beautiful art. I appreciate that one. Ah, it's Hutch with her crazy colors. Hutch. This is really cool, Hutch. I like his little sprinkles tone. I like where you started and then where you ended up. That's really good. It's just a matter of continue practicing, and you'll do a good job. You have really fun designs, or it's just like really wild and crazy, and I think that's really cool. Keep it up, Hutch. I like that one a lot. Not much to say here. This one's beautiful. I think this is fan-friggin-tastic. What I would have liked to see you do, Vano? What's his name? Bono? Lean? It's Zeno. Feel. Sorry. Thanks for the feedback, Pilf. I'll make sure to keep the gesture flow in mind when going forward. Yeah, it'll help a lot, so you can kind of get an idea of that. I have an OC drawing ready for you in the future stream. Yeah, hi bud. Thanks for joining. Really appreciate it. I gave him a vision of the future where his friend died, and then I made it happen. Oof, that's really rude, Loki. Bucky, stop. This is beautiful art. I really love what you did, and I like this like glow around him or her. You can tell it's a her because this eye shape. Where is it? Dang, he's got those eyes down. Beautiful eyes. Let me show you. This is feminine eye shape. And so it's got that almond shape. If I made his eyes like this, it would be masculine, or even like this, or even like that would be masculine. But as soon as you make that almond shape where the corners at the top, that's feminine. Jakuma, really cool. Yeah, Jakuma has a really good design. Well, tough love, because I love them. I mean, I'm right there too. I would torture Belly Rub in the story all the time. He goes through so many tragedies. Anyways, what I was gonna say is you should have taken this design and you should have just not traced over it, but like, you know, I mean, even like kind of tracing over it's fine. Because you want like, you don't even have to go all in. You could just be like, you can just do one of these, maybe even like this, right? Make your own design out of this, because like, yeah, I understand you might not know perspective, which it looks like you do actually. But yeah, I think you could do a lot with this. Making the scenery your own too, right? Then you have this going down here this way, and then you can put like some clouds in here to lead the eye and give it that Starry Night vibe. Maybe something like here. Some clouds over here and stuff. A little bit of clouds going into the background, right? This, and then you could really make that pop out. But I love this regardless, because really you just wanted to draw this character looking heckin' cute, and I love it. Good job, Zyna. Starry Night vibe. This is beautiful artwork. You already have like a really good sense of what you want to do, and like I guaranteed in like a year I won't be able to compete with you because you have like a shape philosophy that you follow with these like corners and stuff, and you have enough like rolling parts like this to counteract them, because that's really what you want to do with that design. Is you want a contrast between this one, this with this like maybe even like backwards like this, right? Well, you have it straight and then curved and then straight, and you want to do 1 2 1 2, right? So you have straight, curved here, kind of goes like that. This kind of bows out like that. Really exaggerate some of the stuff if you can. Yeah, this is so good. This I really like a lot too. I almost wish it started here, maybe? No, that's fine. It's that shadow of showing like it's like a facade, right? It's like in the light you can see that he's happy, but in the dark he's actually like kind of devious. And this expression and like even the hands look so fantastic. This shape right here for the finger is so good, because you can really see that pressure being put there. You almost should have figured out a way to do it like maybe here, right? To have that same kind of idea. Yeah, that's really fantastic art there, friend. I actually don't have much to say about this. You even have like really good values. Really nice values, really nice shape design, really nice expression, really nice anatomy, a really nice like even lining up of like the character portrait and just expression, everything. Honestly, I think you're really on point of just going so far if you keep at it. If you practice like at least an hour a day in a year, guaranteed you surpass me. I talking green robot. Hands are very hard, especially when there's like pressure being applied for circular stubs. This is Kono. Miles is gonna be Sean Last. Oh my heart, Chatty, you're so talented. Please don't stop. Comic production, heck yeah. If you made comics regularly, people would eat that up, because you already have a perfect design style. Honestly, this is coming from like a professional, right? Like me saying you need to keep going. Just you gotta push that. Like if you can do 2 hours a day, oh my gosh, and like a year, in half a year, you'd be crazy. In a whole year, you'd. But that's really up to you. Getting that work ethic down is probably going to be the hardest part for you. But what do I know? Oh, that's right, a lot. My hands always die. Same. Kono, this is getting so good. I like this. There's a lot of like nice design here. Kono, I think one of the next things you should think about. I just noticed there's like. It's like a room, right? I think, and then there's like people looking down, like watching this happen below them. I think the next thing I want you to focus on, Kono, is what is the reason for like things that you draw, right? Start with the basic setup of something you want to draw. Like there's, you know, like H.R. Geiger was a master, even though he was kind of a bad person. But, you know, I'm not going to fault him. Well, he's a really good artist, really bad person. But anyways, think of, break the form down, right, into like these things that you want to draw, right? Into what you want to draw, and then figure out from there how to wrap lines around them so that you can get that form down, right? And I see you doing that here, and that's really good. Really good. I see this here. Oops. This here, I'm gonna head like maybe like this. You can see that form coming in with your work, where you're like starting to get it. You just gotta learn that anatomy. The word for cower. Don't look, Pilfer. Things are gonna look bad. Oh, that's fine. Let's be talkative. Are you trying to challenge a taco rat? Oof, taco rats. So you're so funny. This is really nice. You have an almost like a nice gesture here. I'd say like try and figure out how to get like a box in there, right? Get those shapes working. But I think this looks really good, and I really appreciate that you keep practicing. I see you have like a really nice feminine form here, and I think that's really good. Keep that anatomy practice going, and keep just drawing for the fun of it, and also practicing to push yourself. What is Los? Line of sight? Oh, Charybdis! Good job, Vanaheim. This is really nice. I see you trying some nice, like, almost like foreshortening here, and I think that's really good. Foreshortening is really hard, especially if you're new to art. I like that he's got like a 3/4 angle going on here. He's kind of looking this way. So that's really good. I like that neck, and you have like shoulders. You're trying to work out form and wrap things around it to give it that, you know, that correct volume. And I think that's really good, Vanaheim. This is a very nice change from what you used to do. You even used like some nice values here to make those teeth pop out more. And I'm sure it was partially an accident, partially because your brain was making these decisions to make things look more interesting. Great job. Just keep practicing, friend. I think that's really cool. This lion is so friggin' cool. Very specifically because we, as people who have seen a lot of shapes growing up as little toddlers, recognize this shape. And so our brain's like, hey, I know what that is. And then our brain's also like, hey, I know what that is. I also know what this shape is. And our brain's like, wow, that shape is very familiar. This shape is very familiar. This is also familiar, and so is this. So because this whole thing is comprised and the most basic of shapes possible, our brain's like, that looks really aesthetically pleasing. Meat dog. So I'm just saying, like, because you were able to build something out of the simplest shapes, the human mind is literally like, oh man, that's awesome. Oh, how you doing, Nikita? It's always a pleasure to see you, friend. I hope you're well. We're doing critique time. If you have any art, you can post it in Discord for critique time, or you can just send me a message. Yeah. This is awesome. This is also very nice. These eyes look beautiful. I also really like the colors here, and even this like kind of like weird design going on for the border. You have like, I almost would have, no, I wouldn't simplify that, because you very much made it read as hair by having those like those two little spikes coming out. The nose as well. This is very artsy, and I think you did a really good job with that. Very nice. I'm well. Hope everyone here is too. Awesome. Speak Tagalog to go along with all of you guys Spanish lol. And sure, I can send you a few times. Yeah, that would be awesome. And I'll critique them. Do a critique. I'm in the laptop. I can leave my drawing in Discord. Yes, please. Please send it on Discord. Oh, I can grab it in Twitter if you need me to, Zombie. We got from Miles. We got these bad boys. I'll check my Twitter for that good stuff. Ooh, fancy boy. Hey, this is... Hey, I'm an actor. This is a oof, oof. That's a big oof. Nikita's got some art too. Ooh, fancy. Miras. It's Mira or Miras, I forgot. Todos las galinas. Huh? Alright, we'll do Miles Miles first. Toras. Isn't a toros just a kind of taco? Like a tortoise taco? Oh, never mind. You look like chickens. What? I do not look like a chicken, Zombie. I'm very hurt. I'm just kidding. Oh, this looks like a chicken. This is really good. I would have made this line a little bit darker right here, just to make that read a little bit better. Actually, I think that's something that I kind of want you to look at a little bit more, Miles. Is making these outlines. I think I told you this prior as well. Stick out more. Not all the details in the thing, right? Just the major parts, right? So like this. So that way we as viewers know what it is that we're looking at. Like even these you don't have to do. You could just do like this, right? It's like the individual part. Maybe like here. Here, and then you can say like the arm, and that'll make it really readable for everyone. Yeah, like this, and like this here. So now it's a lot more readable as parts to it. I think the proportions are great though. Yeah, the proportions are very nice in this. And I like that foreshortening of I'm doing this and looking at the bird. Looking at all those chickens. What chickens? Who's drawing chickens? Who's posting chickens? Nikita's got more as well. But other than that, I think you did really good with values. To like darken the light. And I think just the fact that you designed this really like detailed character where there's volume to it, where things wrap around, it's really good. Proportions are nice, anatomy's really nice. Keep it up. Maybe this shoulder could be a little bit higher, like this. This one's awesome too. Look at that! Look at that little finger. I want this to be like. It's a big mouth for a dog. Oops, I'll do it like this. Like an alto or tenor. Yeah. And add you in Steam. Nikita. Nom nom. Proportion. Only some chickens. When season 2. Game on. How you doing, friend? Yes, I'm just rewatching my critique from earlier at your feedback again. Oh, of course, Chatty. You did a great job. This sounds like an alter right here. Bingy. Oh no, I'm late again. Zayno, I reviewed yours already. I did critique for yours. I was saying it's really fantastic. Really love your art. I would have taken that background that you used, Zaina, and I would have just drawn over it and either drawn over it or just used it as a reference to kind of like even trace a little bit if necessary, because it's like a screenshot from a game. Like I feel like for just like the generalization of a building, you can kind of like trace to get that perspective, you know, because it's really just getting like that grid going. But yeah, that was the mainly thing on literally everything. Nikita Mare, I'll be your Nikita nightmare. Yeah, this is the same thing, Miles. I think you did a great job. These details are so fun. I like these teeth too. I would have just made those outlines a little bit darker, like this dark, because then it makes everything so much more readable by knowing what it is that you're trying to communicate. Just for the wider shapes. Octane, I like this. It's really cool. But very nice. Keep it up, Miles. I think you do really great work, friend. Nikita's got some sweet arts as well. Actually, we'll go to Zombie because you've been waiting for a while. Zombie, this is really nice as well. I really like what you're doing here. I like that it's very much like right here. Very nice. The hair wraps around that way and comes out like that. I think that's really cool. And then it has like... Just make sure you draw that head under it first, because it looks kind of like it's leaning that way. Although that's also because you can't flip it like I can, where I can do this. And then you notice it's like kind of tilted a bit. But I still think you did a really good job, friend. Keep it up. A lot of it, I think, would help if you could practice volume of a shape. And shading would really help get that kind of like idea across of what it is you're trying to communicate. Like shadows, even just a little bit here, because then you could give it that appeal of like oh, I'm dark and brooding and the world's in chaos, you know. Like this, you know, something like that. So now you can really have that like, whoa, impactful. It's my first time drawing a gas mask. That's awesome, man. You did a really good job. I really think you did great with this right here, because you have this like shape that's consistent like that, where it's like popping out. And I know like foreshortening and all that is really hard, especially at the beginning. Like learning all that stuff is really difficult. So I think you did a great job, friend. And I think this eye is really great. Going back to this, I think maybe making those outlines a little bit darker would be really useful, really good. But yeah, keep it up, man. Good job. Good job. Nikita, your turn. Too much walking in this parade. Wow. If that's not a quote about society and just life, I don't know what is. It's separate, give dimension. It's to separate and give dimension. Yeah, the detailing on the mask is really good. Yeah. Oh, I know a trick to flip art. Hold it to a sunny window or a mirror. Yeah, you can hold it to a mirror, which is really good. Thank you, Nikita. Or a sunny window helps too. Place it against the window, backwards. Then you could be like, oh yeah. But yeah. No. Well, also, I think you could, let's say like, let's say it is leaning like this, right? When you drew it, it's kind of like to the side. You had your guy here and his eye was like over here. And then the gas mask, right? Like this. What would have helped is if you started it with this, with one of these. Just a nice straight line across the page, if this was your paper, right? Sorry, if this was your paper. Something like this, and that way when you start drawing, what the heck? Where's that? Oh, it's right here. You would have hopefully drawn like oh, you know, it's leaning one way, right? You would have been like, oh my gosh, it's clearly leaning, because it's so much easier to see with something to show me to what extent it is. So then you could have been like, oh, there we go, the middle should be there, and then I could draw this here, and then his hair should be, you know, like here, and then his mask connects here. You know, stuff like that kind of helps line it up. So you have something to go by, so you know it's not leaning one way or the other. That's what I do personally. Hey, Pilf would be interested in seeing the first part of a comic series I hope to do when I finish drawing that page. Yeah, I would love to, friend. That would be awesome. This is really good, Nikita. I love the colors and I love the values too. I like this black boot and this here. And this face is really nice too, because you have like this small right here, it's small, and then you have a medium and a large of that darkest value, because it's the only really darks on your page. And I think that's really cool. Yeah, see? And everything else floats around this like lighter, this medium tone. So having those darks have those like small, medium, large is like really aesthetically pleasing. Also, you have really good icon art where it's like very simple but like elegant. Come off bed. See you, Loki. Thanks for joining, friend. Thanks for bringing so many new viewers. I really appreciate it. I'm glad they're having a good time. Very nice, Nikita. I love these simple shapes too. You literally have like a circle and kind of like a cone and a cone here too, and another circle with a cone. And that's what art's all are like master design work is all about, is just using the simplest shapes to create like a little bit more complex designs and then just refining it. So I think that's really good. This is awesome too. Ooh, I like that reach. That's really good. The fingers look nice too. Yeah, that's awesome. Very, very, very nice. Yeah. Oops, sorry. That is awesome. I think it might just be the lighting, but I think having if this could just be a silhouette would be really good, I think. Something like that. And then maybe making his hand really light would be really good too. Working with just three, like dark, medium, and light. Maybe even something like here. Something like that. Now you have this nice silhouette, and then everything else in the middle could just be, because you want to emphasize that dark hand reaching for the apple, right? You can have this be a little bit lighter. So now you have this like really simple concept. Just, you want to go down to the, like they always say, KISS, like keep it simple, stupid. And you, by making it such a simple idea, and then you kind of like refine it more with details. I hadn't thought of that. It would add some good contrast. Right, exactly, contrast. Yeah, the apple is almost like a temptation, right, a tease. I want it to be like dark and looming. Yeah, exactly. And so by having that black come in against the white, holding the apple, and then just having that be the focus without any details, you know, all these splats are really good. But if we were to do these splats, all right, let's say I do that and make a, like, take this medium tone, make it a little bit darker, closer to this black. Yeah. So maybe like here. What if we did this, like coming from him almost, right? Like he's gonna infect it by being a part of it, like that. And so now you have this idea that's like forming with. It tells a story more than you had before, but it also simplifies that story, so it's like very easy to like to consume, to like grasp onto. But yeah, that's my 2 cents. We did that one. This one's really cool too. There's a lot going on here. I love this is from something, isn't it? I think you told me it was from something. Yeah, it takes out the guesswork. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's a really good. Yeah. This is awesome. Oh, okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, this is awesome. The values of this are really good too. I love this. This is awesome. These colors are really nice too. Very nice detail work. And I love that it's all like, whoa. That's really fun. Really nice, Nikita. Great job. I think that is fantastico. I think there was one more I was supposed to review that somebody said. Oh, banana leaves. Interesting. Oh, I guess that's all of it. Well, guys. The pink and blue contrast is so nice. Yeah, that was really good. I really like that. Oh, that one's really fun too. I like little things like that. I'm making one. Unbannable, I'm not gonna wait. I'm sorry. I'll review it next stream tomorrow. Work in Photoshop, so see ya. Alright, see ya, zombie. I'm actually stopping the stream here. It's been like 2 hours and 20 minutes now. I think this was a really fun, simple scene, and I'd love to expand on this in the next one. Oh, this is actually turning out a lot sweeter than I thought it would. They're so cute together. But yeah, thanks for joining all. I hope you had a good time. We worked on a little bit of like reference practice and scene setup and using different techniques to really get out that idea and then kind of like refine it more into eventually a finished illustration. But yeah, thanks so much for joining. Hope you had a great time and have a great night. Stay safe. Bye. Yeah.